Hey everybody, how is it going? I hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. Gonna wait for some people to get on. Excited because today I'm going to go live. Oh, I am live, duh. But I'm going to call a gentleman that I called after the webinar on Thursday, and I got his voicemail. And he owns some vacant properties over here. He owns 3 of them over here by me, and they're very run down. And I am like, okay, he bought them into that. I'll go over this more later, but basically I'm calling him back again on live today. But as you come on, I'd love to hear who's on and tell me where you're from, how long you've been with DealMachine, things like that. We got Master of King over here. Hello. How's it going? Good to have you on, friend. Also went driving for dollars this weekend, and I taught my boyfriend how to drive for dollars. And actually, we've been talking, and I think I might have him take over my account as like running the wholesaling side of things, because I know those of you who have been on here before know I have done I've gotten into wholesaling a bit, but as DealMachine has grown and we've become more busy, the less time I have to focus on the wholesaling side of things, because I am completely invested and just passionate about helping you guys. So I am going to teach him, and I'm going to document what I do to teach him how to take over my DealMachine account and have him go driving and all that good stuff. So I'm going to wait probably halfway through, probably around like 2:15. I'll do the call. I just want to make sure that there are people on. Hold on one second. There's a glare. Yeah, that might be too dark, but I feel like I wasn't looking very. There we go. All right, who's all on? Let me see here. We got Gigi from Chicago. Nice. I used to live in West Loop. Ruel. All right, we got New Jersey here. Tom from Indy here. 2 weeks. Tom, welcome, fellow Indy person. Love it. Where are you located? Tracy, what's up? How's it going? Bobby, YOLO. Tracy's from Maryland. Richmond, Virginia. Jonathan, welcome, Jonathan. Love your logo, friend. We got Washington, D.C. area. Hey, Derek, how's it going? Ashanita, hey, girl. How you doing? We got Brian and KC. We've got Tampa, Florida. I love this because y'all get to network together and see each other. I swear there were like so many people networking on the webinar, which if you didn't know already, the replay is up right now. And today I'm actually posting a video about how to build your buyers list through DealMachine. So that's exciting. I'm trying to think of other updates that I have for y'all. I might show you guys a quick demo of something new that's going to be coming soon. I love the enterprise playlist. Thanks. This was like an idea. I wanted to make an enterprise playlist, and then I wrote down my affirmations to remind myself that I attract wealth, I am a boss babe, I'm successful, and I am debt-free, which I'm speaking these into existence. 1 year with DealMachine from PA. Nice. Oh, I'm not going to say that right. Nicholas from Kuzek, North Dakota. Michael, hey. Rose from Jacksonville, Florida. We got another Florida, Maurice. Hey, Maurice, how's it going? With literally 14 heirs, but I'm ready for the 14 heirs on one property. How do you even go? Okay, girl, when you close that, we need to get on together. I want to hear all about this. I want you to tell this story to literally everybody. But congrats for getting under contract. I know you're going to freaking kill it. Shanita does not back down from a challenge. Hey, Elise, connect. We got Anthony, my man Anthony. Anthony, how was your weekend, friend? Oh, you're in Carmel. Awesome. David and quite a few of us are in the downtown area. You still live in Fishers, though. So it's so nice to have you with us, Tom. Hopefully, we'll be able to get together in the next, who knows? But hopefully we'll be able to get to meet. Maybe a social distancing coffee meetup or something like that. I don't know how we would do it. We got more Long Island. Whoa, shift align is like literally aligned right there. That is intense. Okay, you guys. So if you're just hopping on, again, in probably the next 8 minutes, I'm going to call this gentleman that I called on the webinar Thursday. I got his voicemail and I didn't leave a voicemail. And you guys are probably going to wonder why I didn't leave a voicemail. And I explained that it's just out of habit. When I was in sales school, I was doing direct sales and I went through sales school, and it was, you don't leave a voicemail on the first call, you leave it on the second call. I don't really remember the rhyme or reason, but it's just a creature of habit. I just don't do that. So this time I will leave a voicemail for him. If he picks up, you guys will hear what kind of conversation I end up having with him. And I will go over the properties right now for you guys to tell you kind of the backstory about it. Hello, Tiffany. So good to see you. Yesterday, I got chewed out hard by a homeowner, so I hope to learn today. Hey, I might get chewed out by this guy right now. Who knows? Because I also live in the area that these houses are in, so I hope that the being in the neighborhood helps me, but who knows? Great to be here. Would love to connect in the future. Yes, would love to connect with you, Tom. So happy to have you with us. I'm going to pull up my screen. Please keep any questions. If you have any questions about the app in general, how to do certain things. This is also a time, these lives are Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they're here to help you guys, learn more about the app. Pardon me. So sorry. I have to have my camera focused now. Okay. Yeah, Chris, I'm going to cold call this Driving for Dollars lead that I have. This guy is in my neighborhood. He doesn't live here. He lives in Florida. It's an absentee owner. It's 3 properties that are vacant that he has. So let me just pull this up. And guys, I used to cold call. So actually my strategy when I was in direct marketing, and sorry if some of you have watched my video already on YouTube describing that time. I'm repeating myself, but it was more or less, I would not do cold calls. Mine was mainly a referral based business, but I did do a lot of indirect referrals, which meant that they had a connection with me on LinkedIn, or there was something that I could reference to. And my strategy was I would send out a piece of marketing, which, guys, this is why I really wish I had DealMachine then. Because not only, I wasn't in real estate investing, but it would have helped me a ton, because I used to have to do reverse white page lookups to find out who owned the property, because I drive around the really nice areas that I'd be like, okay, I want this guy as my client. I used to sell like high-end custom suits to guys. So I would go around really nice neighborhoods. I'd write down the address. I'd go back. I'd look it up in reverse white pages, figure out who it was. Then I would go and send it to a VA that would skip trace it for me. It was so much now thinking about it. And I used to handwrite letters. I would handwrite cards. I'd put a swatch of fabric in it with my business card. I'd hand write out the address on the envelope. I mean, it was a lot. And I would only do maybe 100 mailers, and then I'd wait 3 days. And then I'd call them and I'd reference the letter. So we're going to see how this goes. So I'm going to call him here soon, but I wanted to show you guys which ones I'm talking about. So I'm looking for the ones. I know which ones they are. Got my map. Someone's beeping their horn outside. Okay. Can someone please, I hope you guys can't hear this horn. It is really annoying. So it's these 3 houses right here. And what I did is I skip traced them through DealMachine. I did call this number, this one right here, and his name's Boris, and it did on the voicemail, if you watch the recording of the webinar, it did say, you've reached Boris. Sorry, I can't come to the phone right now, all that good stuff. So a couple of things, and I don't have a script. So here's the thing, I don't have a script. I'm just going to call him and tell him, like, I know this is super random, but I live in the area. I saw your houses and was wondering if you're interested in selling them. It's pretty much it. All right. So he bought these houses, just a little more background information. He bought these houses in 2017, February 2017. So it's been a while. It's 1 unit. They're really tiny starter, like very good rental homes, honestly. So that's why I'm really interested in them, is because they're 3 tiny 1-bedroom, 1-bath houses. And I mean, honestly, you could take all 3 of them out and probably build a really nice home on it. So, and this area is all being bought up. So I want to make sure I remember what address it is. Hey, you know, 215, 217, 219. And I'm honestly just going to talk to him like a human being. Ask if you caught him at a bad time, tell him what you do, and then say why you're calling. Love it, Chris. And I'm not going to lie, guys, my stomach is turning. I haven't cold called in years. I just sent out marketing because I'd never had time to cold call, but I know that y'all really need to see this. And like, you know, I'm here to show you that like it can be done. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm so serious. And I know everyone says that, but if I can do it, you can do it. Do you only pin vacant and nasty homes? No, I pin anything that is distressed. Anything that's distressed. If people live there, do you pin and call? If they have not, if they've lived there over 3 years, actually, I'm a little more picky. If it's been over 5 years, yeah, I don't call, but I send them marketing. Thank you. I appreciate the confidence booster. Okay, let's give him a call. And his name is Boris. Just because I want to try to make eye contact with you guys, I want to make sure I have all these. All right, 904, no more. Just got to go for it. 386. And it shows he lives in Florida. He lives in Jacksonville, Florida. Gee, I hope this is good. All right, let me make sure.
Calling. You have reached the voicemail of Boris Galistov. Please leave your name and number, and I will call you back as soon as I can. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Boris. This is super random, but my name is Elise, and I live in the Indianapolis area. And I drove past your houses on Lexington Avenue and was just wondering if, you ever thought about selling them. I'm really interested in purchasing some homes in the area. So if you are interested, or I'd love to just talk to you for a little bit, you can call me back at Okay, I did it. It is done. We'll see if he calls back. So there we go. I cold called. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my activity notes and messages. Called and left voicemail. Post. And then I'm going to put a tag. I'm going to create a tag that's called follow up, and I want to look at a calendar. I want to follow up in like sorry, I was laughing at Jonathan's comment there. I'm gonna look at a calendar. I want to call him in like, you know what? While Loopy and I are on the phone on Wednesday, I'll shoot him a text. Actually, I'll probably shoot him a text today. But we'll try giving him another call either on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. Let's do this. Let's do the 15th. I'll do it on IG, or I'll just record it for YouTube. Okay. Follow up 10:15. So I want to add that. So then I can check that on Thursday, see which ones I need to follow up with, which I know that this is the guy. In general, the best times to call are after 6 p.m. or weekends. Hey, I totally get that. We had that as one of our things too. Our call time was usually between 3 and 6, or 3 and 5. But we would stay afterwards and call after 5 o'clock for those that are, because I usually got business lines more than I did actual mobile numbers. So I wanted to make sure I caught them at the office. So make sure you're paying attention to that. I appreciate your I was like, so love y'all. I just like don't want everyone calling me. Lee, you're welcome, Lee. That's all for you guys. I feel very uncomfortable, but I also know that it just needs to be done. So see, if I can do it, you can do it. I know you can. All right. Great. Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan. Do you ever use the double call method where if they don't answer the first time, you call right back a second time? Ooh, I used to do that. Actually, one I used to do is when they would hang up, like I'd be like, hey, is this Mark? Or no, I'd say, hey, is this Mark? And they'd be like, yeah. I'm like, oh, hey, it's Elise. And then, they'd say whatever. And then they'd hang up on me basically. And I'd be like, okay, well, I'm just going to call them back. And then I'd leave them a voicemail like, hey, I think we got disconnected. So that's a great one. I have used that method before. Yes, I have. When you get an irate person mad that you want to buy their home while they're still living there, what do? You know what? I would just say, I mean, no disrespect, and I never meant to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm just looking to invest in the area and was interested in seeing if you were, no, I will not, don't worry, I will not call you again. Just make it very, very clear that you're not there to make them upset, and let them know that, hey, yeah, I would just be honest with them and be like, I meant no disrespect and I never meant to make you feel uncomfortable. I was just looking to, invest in the area and was wondering if you would be interested in selling. Don't worry, I will take you off my list. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you in the future. You still might get people that are just pissed. And that is, for all of you that have called and you've gotten no's, just a ton of no's. That makes you one step closer to your yes. And let me tell you, I had, and maybe I'll make a call list. Would you guys like that? So I had a old call list, and what I would do, what I had, and it was for my old job. So I don't know if there's like whatever for it, but I would have to do 80 dials. So I had 1 through 80 on here. And every time I made a dial, I crossed it off. I was like, okay, I got 1 done. And then I'd put contacts, and you can do this on a computer too, but I would put contacts, and anyone who picked up the phone, I would write their name down, and then it would be like left voicemail, and it'd be different sections that I would like check off. So like if I actually talked to the real person, I'd check that off. And then if I had any notes for that, I'd make notes. So let me know if you guys are interested in that, because I can probably make a sheet like that for cold calling. But it just kept me accountable. My goal was to get 20 contacts and was it 7 appointments? Something like that. It's a lot. 80 calls a day. New Yorkers curse me out. I hope I never get that again. She hung up on me. I was so ashamed. Oh, no. You know what? You know that you didn't mean any harm to them and that you weren't coming from a bad place. And so they just might be really, you never know. They could have had just a really bad day. But don't beat yourself up, Shift a Line. Like you're trying to help people out. And some people do understand. And honestly, like in this time, everyone's just really on edge. And so just really giving people grace. Some people may not give you grace, but we can give them grace. What dialer are you using? I just used my phone. So I wish I knew about dialers when I'd cold call. I did not. Dialers would have really helped. I literally hand dialed every single number. So I did not use a dialer, but I know like Mojo dialer is one that a lot of people recommend. If anyone else has other ones, sorry, anyone that they, suggest. Is there a way to mass update records to stop marketing? I do SMS from another platform. I need to update if I get a response from the seller. Oh yeah, mass update. So Anthony, are you talking about like, say he texted me back and said that he was not interested or something like that? You could go in here and then look up that lead, and then you can switch it in here for where it says lead status. You can switch it to pending approval or like not interested, and it'll stop the marketing for it when it's off of marketing. Let me know if that answered your question. To like mass update records, you could do it by a certain, like if it's one person, you can look for that owner and then go through it and then select all of it. So like, is that what you're asking? I just want to make sure I'm answering in the right way. Oop. Oh, okay, cool. I will make a note to do that. It's nothing fancy. It's just something to kind of help keep you accountable when you're cold calling. All right, cool. Yes, I do all for the week, but I don't want to do one by one. Yes. So what you can do is you can filter through what you need to filter through, and then you can select them and then select all, and you can change the status as a bulk thing. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I'm answering. Yes, I do all for the week, but don't want to do one by one, like through an import or something. So are you saying, oh, so you're saying like updating those, then putting them in, and then them updating on this to like stop marketing to them? I think that's what you're saying. If I'm still getting it wrong, I apologize profusely, Anthony. But we can't do that yet. The import just like updates addresses, not the status of them. So you would have to go through here and update through them individually through there. I know that's an extra step. I'm wondering though, if you could see if there's a Zapier integration. I don't know who you use for texting, but I'm wondering if you could use a Zapier integration to trigger it to turn off mail marketing in DealMachine once you select it to a certain thing in the platform that you're using. I'm wondering if that could be a thing. Zapier does some amazing things, but I feel like we work with them on at least like Podio and things like that. So I would think that you could do some type of trigger to where when you set some sort of notification that you say it's unqualified in your SMS program, that it triggers to DealMachine to set it with off marketing. But I'd have to look into that. But I have a feeling that you could possibly do that. That's a great question. Also, just to like let you know, we're going to be having SMS here in like the next couple months. So that's kind of exciting. Also, we're getting a map update, which is bomb. REI Reply. I have not heard of them, but so I would check to see if they can do a Zapier integration. But I know for sure we can. I just don't know what the triggers you would have to put in there for. Elmer, hello. So, oh man, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to show? Oh, I was going to see if I could pull up that demo really quick. Where'd it go? Shift Align says, shift your mindset around not being a salesperson. We are all salespeople, no matter the industry. If you're uncomfortable with cold calling, what's the solution? Shanita, my girl. Yes. Derek has tried bandit signs. If someone calls you, you will know they are motivated. That is also true. Bandit signs, marketing. Hello, Edwin. Marketing. That's what I honestly do with my mail marketing. It's like, well, they're going to call me. I mean, they will get pissed off at some points too, but you know, some of them. I texted Sally, told me to suck my, thank you for bleeping that out. I appreciate you, Shanita. Good mindset. REI Reply does have integrations with Zapier. Good to know. Anthony, just so you know, Shanita let you know that. Brian, this is such a good picture. I've owned my house for over a year and it still shows the previous owner. How many more are like that in my area? That's what we don't know. Can't wait for the update. Just so you know, it depends on like the county records too. Like, so Brian, I would check and like make sure that I've noticed that in less metropolitan areas, the county doesn't update them as quickly or doesn't send us the update as fast as like the metropolitan areas. So definitely send that to us through the help and support chat so we can check that out. But yes, I was going to. Hello. Let me try to find this dang blang demo. I'm trying to like, I don't know if I'll get in trouble for showing you guys or not, but it's really freaking cool. So that's why I want to show you. Okay. Okay, Okay, so just so you guys are aware, I guess I can't show the demo, but there's going to be a live route planner coming out here soon. So what that means is that on the map, the map's going to look way more like Ben, our man, has just like killed it with it. And what you can do is, you can highlight your properties, or maybe you upload a list that you want to look to see if they're distressed. You can choose to plan that route, and the app is going to take you on the most efficient route to hit all of those properties that you want to go to. And it's going to tell you, and you can change the voice to, it's kind of just like Google. Like you could change it to British lady, Australian man. Like it's pretty freaking cool. I cannot pull it up right now, and I don't know why, but I needed to tell you guys because it's gonna be sweet. Matt, I was the person asking about trying to reverse deformer. You somehow can tell which buildings are multifamily, which aren't. If you have time, could you show me what you meant? Yes, Matt, of course. So you can actually go on the map. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm on the screen here, but I'm on the screen here, and I thought I was here. That was not the case. Okay, so go to my map, and what I can do is do highlights, and then say I want to look at multifamily in this area. So I can go down in the filters and go to unit count. And then I can say minimum of like 4 units, maximum of whatever, apply highlight. And I know there's not a lot of those around here. Let me try. So it will show a highlight if there are any. I know there were. Well, now I'm confused at where I'm at because there was one. So you would do this. For some reason, I can't figure out where I'm at. Let's just do a maximum of 5. Well, this is how you would do it, but for some reason, I don't know why it's not showing me. This is when I say, I'm going to take a screenshot. No, stop. Ah. All right, my computer's freaking out. Anyways, that's how you would do it. Matt. I'm sorry that it kind of freaked out on me there. I don't know why. Let me figure this out really quick. Okay, now you take me there. There we go. Take a picture of this because that needs to show me more. Can I upload my into the market that way? Sorry, I'm new. No apologies. I don't want anyone apologizing. Yes, you can. So what you can do is, let me get back to here. So if you go into your leads, there's a button over here that says import list, and you can go ahead and import your list right there. Great question. Shanita's got my back. She already answered. Is the routing going to be included or an add-on with extra cost? No, it is going to be included if you are in professional or enterprise plan. The reason why is because you don't have route tracking unless you're on professional or enterprise. So that will be included in your subscription cost. Yay. How do I start fresh leads list after I've skip traced my previous week leads? Okay, so great question. I think I understand. And Raymond, let me know if I don't get this right. But what you can do is go to filter leads. And this is what I would do, is I would do by not skip traced. So that way you're going to get everything you haven't skip traced, or I would do date added within 7 days, the last 7 days. So then that way it's going to pull up the leads that I've added in the last week, and then you can go do a bulk skip trace. Great question. All right, we got Shift Align using Zach Booth's course. Awesome. Going through here. My neighborhoods have so many buildings that you don't know what they are by looking because rehabbers have altered the formats. I know there was a house right by me that I did not know was not a single family. It ended up having like 4 units in it. Or there was one that I thought was only 2 units and ended up being 4 units. It was crazy. You're very welcome. I'm really, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm really annoyed that it's. Interesting. I'm just looking at things. I learn all the things. You're very welcome, Florida and Raymond. I hope that helped. All right, guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I hope that you enjoyed the cold call. I'm going to try to do more of them if you guys would like. Oh, we've got a couple more questions. I want to make sure. A blog post mentioned the desktop version as well as the app version. What's the difference? After adding properties in my smartphone while driving, how do I download the data to the desktop? It's already going to be there, Bob. So anything you add in the app is going to directly be on the desktop version. So it's basically one and the same. It's just one's a mobile app and one you can use on your desktop. If your app ever does give you trouble, you can actually go on your web browser and type in DealMachine.com and use it just like the app. So it's very singular, like it just flows. Nick, does anyone on here have a team? I have a question on running hours driven for payroll purposes, but I don't want to waste people's time. Nick, hey, email David, because he was just talking about that in a meeting, because he had his team meeting on Friday. So email David or Josh, and we'll help you out there. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head off, but I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later.